Here's something that most people don't know, and that's the fact that Wealthfront is actually not a bank. It started in 2011 as a robo advisor, one of the first companies to automate investing for everyday people. Over time, it grew into a full financial platform with cash, investing, borrowing, some home lending. But at its core, it is a brokerage and not a bank. Now, what that means practically is that when you deposit money into a welfare cash account, it gets swept into 30 plus FDIC insured partner banks. That's how they achieve up to $8 million insurance coverage for the FDIC. And they do this by spreading your balance across multiple banks, each insuring up to $250,000. Now, that protection is awesome, is real. The mechanism just looks different from what most people expect. They also have $95 billion in client funds, 1.4 million clients, 4.8 stars in the App Store. So it's a legit platform, and understanding what it actually is matters before you trust it with your hard earned money. Now, this is Wealthfront's own breakdown of how the 4.2% APY it's built. Now, it starts with a base of 3.3%. That's available to every single person out there. No conditions required. Now, layer on an extra 0.65% boost for new clients for the first 3 months on up to $150,000. Then you add a permanent 0.25% increase for clients who set up direct deposit of $1,000 a month and hold an active investing account. So I know that I just went through a lot, but if you meet all these requirements at the end of the day, right now, you will be taking your interest rate all the way to 4%. So the graphic here makes it look very simple and clean, and it is if you qualify for all three at the same time. But what I want you to notice is that two of these boosts have conditions. That's the key. One is temporary, only the base rate is unconditional. And we put the full table up on the next slide so you can see exactly where most people are at the end of the day. Okay, so this is the slide that puts everything that I just talked about together. After month three, most people land at 3.3% or 3.5% with direct deposit, not the 4.2%. So just keep that in mind. Just as long as you know what you are getting into, then it's all good to go. It's very important to know what to expect so you remove that uncertainty. So the pros are generally strong, up to $8 million in FDIC coverage through 30 plus partner banks. That's among the highest protection available in the cash management space. Zero maintenance fees, overdraft fees, no ATM fees through the All Point network. Also, self driving money is the feature that actually sets Wealthfront apart. It automates your cash flow so your paycheck lands, bills go out, and the rest moves to savings and investments without you touching anything. So that's a pretty nice system. Now, the cons, of course, they're there as well. Nothing is perfect. So the rate is variable, and this, of course, like with anything, cash management, savings accounts, even mortgages, right? So all of that is tied to what the Fed decision is. Rates have dropped before and they'll drop again. There's no physical cash deposits anywhere. That is what you have to do in order to make deposits cash through your Wealthfront account is you need to go to a special retail locations like Green Dot. It's one of them. That's the one that they have a partnership with. And they also charge you a fee for making cash deposits into your Wealthfront account. So that could be a deal breaker, whether or not, depending on how much cash you actually manage or you're trying to deposit. Now, new deposits have a 2 to 4 business day hold. Now, one caveat that I want to mention here is that this can matter if you ever need money fast, but most banks out there, they do take in the beginning, especially if you're transferring a large amount of money, they do take a couple of extra business days than when they advertise. So if they advertise, hey, 2 to 3 business days for regular bank transfers, in the beginning, it may take maybe a week, who knows, maybe even 2 weeks, depending on how much money you're transferring. And so that's just some awareness and insight for you. Now, support is phone and email on weekdays only. If something goes wrong on a Saturday, maybe you have to wait until Monday to address it. So if you plan around these, then none of them, of course, are deal breakers, but all of them are worth knowing. Okay, so this is how I personally think about every financial tool, every financial decision. And it's not just about whether it's good, it's also about what happens when something goes wrong and how do I stay ahead of it. So, risk doesn't mean don't do it, it just means plan for it, have a mitigation plan. So what happens if the rate drops because the Federal Reserve decides to drop interest rates? That's almost imminent at this point. We all know it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Now, one thing that you could do to mitigate that hit to your lower APY, you could pair your cash management account with a CD or T-bills for stability. If you are interested in CDs, I'm also going to leave a link in the description so you can learn about them a little more. Now, when it comes to not being able to easily make cash deposits and getting charged the fee, one thing that you can do, of course, is keep a traditional account for cash handling. That's exactly what I do. Also, hey, what happens if a hold or a transfer takes a little bit longer and that surprises you? So I would plan ahead and be more intentional about when you'll need your money. Maybe plan a week ahead, 2 weeks ahead, if you can help it. Of course, or one thing that also works there is calling customer service and letting them know, hey, I'm going to make this big transfer. Please don't hold it, or at least do your best. That's going to help you lower the probability of getting into any sort of delays. Also, no weekend support. So use it for savings, know your daily lifeline. And I think that should cover most of the main risks identify. Now, there's two questions when it comes to Wealthfront. Hey, is my money safe at Wealthfront if it goes under? Yes, because your cash lives at FDIC insured partner banks, not at Wealthfront itself. Wealthfront is almost like the face, and they do have an up to $8 million insurance through FDIC, 30 plus partner banks. Can you use this as your only bank account? And the truth is that you could use it as your own bank account, but you want to back up for cash deposits and your weekend needs. Personally, I wouldn't rely on putting all my eggs in one basket. I use multiple banks. Number one, for quote unquote diversification, in sense of like sometimes banks run into troubles and this takes them a little bit to sort of address any problems. So in that case, then I always have a backup plan. And personally, and this is just me, I don't just rely on online organizations altogether. I do have a local bank that I use. Okay, now with this being said, here is the Wealth Engineer score for this type of organization. Now, here is why it earned 4 solid stars. It's got a competitive base APY, zero fees, up to $8 million in FDIC coverage through a network of other banks. They also got 1.4 million clients and $95 billion in assets. That says a lot, right? This is not like a very fringe product. Now, it is a legitimate platform that does its core job extremely well. So, why not a five? It's not a full banking platform. It doesn't have all the banking features. It's got limited support hours, and it won't fully replace a traditional bank for most people if you deal with cash regularly or need a single account to do everything. This isn't quite there yet, but if you know what it's for and you use it that way, it punches well above its weight. So 4.5 solid score. Okay, now would I recommend this to my younger self? Yes. If you want a zero fee cash management account with strong FDIC protection, great APY if you are able to stack up all of the requirements for the boost up to 4.2% nowadays in 2026. A simple way to automate your savings and your investing is in one clean app and a trusted platform that over a million people already use to build their wealth system. Wealthfront is a generally good fit. That's the profile it was built for. Now, it may not be for you because it's not for everybody, right? So, if you need full banking features in one place, you deal with physical cash regularly, or you want a single highest APY on the market without any conditions attached, there are better options for those specific needs. At the end of the day, the right tool is not the flashiest one, it's the one that fits where you are going. So you know your situation better than any other review out there. And so, of course, trust your instincts. Okay. Now, before you go, if you are interested in signing up with Wealthfront, or if you want to know my other top recommendations for other high yield accounts, there's going to be a link in the description where you can learn more. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Peace.